Nitish Mittersain, Joint Managing Director and CEO at Nazara Technologies, joins in. Hi Nitish, good morning. What's going on? 1,800 crores spent in the last 6 months on very, lots of acquisitions. The last one being the biggest. You want to tell us what's the thinking, what's the rationale, what do you plan to achieve? You're looking to invest 982 crores in Moonshine Technology.
Sure. As you know, last year, Nazara raised significant primary capital, and our whole objective was to deploy this capital for, well thought out mergers and acquisitions, something that we've been very successful in the last few years. Last year, my team has worked on a very, strong deal pipeline. We focused on opportunities that fit our framework. We've been very patient about it. And what you're seeing now is really, I would say, an outcome or action basis all the work we've done in the last year. We do believe that Nazara is very well poised to, capture opportunities in India and globally, and is emerging very fast as a global gaming platform, the first global gaming platform out of India. This is a dream we started the company with, and this is very much we continue to pursue.
Nitish, help me understand this because this is an industry that does get impacted by regulation and has been. The real money gaming space in India, while rather significant in size, let's not forget that in the last few months, it's grappled with severe tax burdens, funding issues, and layoffs, and the government has levied a 28% GST on a player's deposit. Do you not feel like these are worries and, of course, reasons why the sector is not growing as much as it you'd like? Or are you looking beyond this and you feel like these are teething problems and the sector and this acquisition could actually help Nazara grow significantly?
We have been very patiently been sitting on the sidelines in the skill-based online gaming space over the last few years, especially with especially since our IPO. You had a situation where every quarter we were asked about our exposure to that business, and we always said that we are waiting for clarity to emerge. I believe at least some positive steps were taken when there was more clarity in terms of taxation on this industry. While the industry may have not particularly liked what the outcome was, at least clarity emerged. And I think from a Nazara perspective, as a responsible listed company, you know, investing into businesses where there is clear picture of how this business can pan out going forward was important for us. We do believe there's a lot of scale that is possible through this business, and we hope to support it with our 48% stake going forward.
Hi Nitish, morning. This is Tamanna here. So you have a board meet to consider a fundraise this week. Are there more acquisitions on the horizon? Just understanding strategically, and I know maybe you can't give me details of the fundraise now since the board meet is tomorrow, but what is the thought? Is this more inorganic expansion that you want to fund?
Yes. So obviously we made a large commitment on the Pokerbaazi deal that we just announced, and we thought it was appropriate to raise some additional capital. We have a board meeting scheduled tomorrow, which is Wednesday, so we'll have more information out soon.
Want to raise, and you have a significant amount of cash on your book as well. So is the Pokerbaazi, is the Moonshine acquisition coming out of this fundraise? Just give us a sense there.
Yes, I mean, money is fungible, but that could be one way to look at it.
Okay. Just on the point you made about regulatory hassles with Pokerbaazi, Sportsbaazi, that entire suite, what would be the GST impact there? Now, have you budgeted for it? How are you dealing with that kind of headwind? Because clearly, online gaming is never going to be seen with a very benevolent eye by regulators, by the government. How do you bake that into a business model?
I think it's a evolving industry, and as in any new technology, any new evolving industry, there will be regulatory changes, and the business needs to be, geared to absorb any such changes. I'm sure the government will do what is appropriate, and we are supportive of it. As you know, in the recent GST Council meeting, they brought out that GST collection has increased significantly, almost 7,000 crores in the last 6 months from online gaming. And therefore, I'm sure the government will take appropriate steps to bring clarity, to regulate the market. And I think for a company like Nazara to get involved to provide responsible gaming, uh, with the first priority being consumer protection, I think companies like ourselves can, really bring that to the table, which many other players may not be able to.
Sorry, just to understand, Nitish, all of the platforms on Moonshine, they attract 28% GST right now?
Yes, it's 28% GST on the money that is deposited.
And have you seen that really hit demand over the last few years?
No, I mean, this new GST structure came in October of 23, and the platform they've adjusted. Of course, it's been painful for them. Profitability has definitely got eroded because the cost of GST has gone up by 400% for online gaming platforms. But like I'm saying, I think it's an evolving situation, and we're hopeful that the sweet spot on that will be found between the industry, government, and other stakeholders.
Nitish, good morning, Neeraj here. I'm just trying to understand when new money that is coming in right now, what's the growth that they are seeking? Because you're obviously telling them your foresight into how Nazara will do over the course of the next 3 years, which is why they'll put in the money, whether they put in tomorrow or some funds that you may have tied up, so on and so forth. What is the growth prospect? And where is this growth largely coming from? The new moves that you're making, the existing businesses growing at a faster clip. How is that whole landscape?
Sure. Of course, we haven't shared any specific guidance with investors beyond what is already publicly out there. Our public guidance for FY27 is, INR 300 crores of EBITDA, up from FY24 EBITDA of 129 crores. But I think we do expect that we will pick up pace on the organic growth of our businesses. Some of our businesses, especially our esports business, our core gaming business, we see a lot of prospects. NODWIN Gaming continues to be the market leader. Sportskeeda has globally become a sports destination to contend with. So I think there are a lot of opportunities for our organic growth. We also have fantastic momentum when it comes to inorganic growth, and it's also a great opportunity because globally today we are able to acquire the right businesses at the right value. So I think it's a time in the moment where we can really take advantage of these opportunities, and which is why we are accelerating, what we are doing today.
Nitish, this public guidance that you've given is 3x over 3 years, right? From 100 to 300 from FY24 to 27. Now, I'm sure high growth area, yes, but it is a strong guidance nevertheless. Are there or what could be the reasons which might cause you to miss this, if at all? And is there a possibility of you bettering this? I mean, what I'm trying to gauge is that, is this conservative, is this base case, or is this aggressive, the guidance of EBITDA of 300 crores by FY27?
I would call it realistic. We will always, as a company, endeavor to beat our guidance and do better, of course. And of course, it's a dynamic business with constant technology change, consumer preference change, as you just mentioned, regulatory changes. So there can be many reasons, that come in the way as well. But our effort, complete positive intent and positive effort, is to achieve our guidance and beat it.
Okay, and Nitish, what's the nature of money that you're seeking? I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people vying to get into this fundraise exercise that you're doing. Are you looking for global funds, strategics? Are you looking for domestic investors? What's the color of money you're seeking?
So we have significant interest from our existing key investors, and obviously we will prioritize for some of them. But beyond that, I think it should be a good list of incoming investors who can support us for the long term.
Nitish, one quick question. You had one acquisition that you made in August of Fusebox Games. You had a stake purchase in Paperboat in July. These are, of course, the last two just ahead of the one you announced this week. They're quite large. Are they already revenue and profitability accretive? If not, when do you see full integration and full impact of these recent acquisitions to your top line? Would it be next quarter? Would it be the quarter after? And could you quantify that for me?
Sure. In the case of Paperboat Apps, which owns the popular kids app Kidopia, we already own 51% stake in the company, which we increased to 100% and made it a wholly owned subsidiary. As far as Fusebox is concerned, it's a fast-growing studio in the UK, which we really liked. It's already profitable around a run rate of around 50 crores annualized EBITDA. And generally, we are acquiring studios or businesses that are profitable, EBITDA positive, and also cash flow positive. That's really one of our, key filters in our framework that we like to purchase. We're also getting them at attractive valuations. As you saw, Fusebox, we paid around 230 crores. So I think it's extremely value accretive for Nazara shareholders.
Anything else on the radar that you're in conversation with? You can answer
Uh,
that with a yes or no. I don't know.
we,
There'll be limitations.
we're always in conversations with many companies.
Okay, so I guess an announcement every month is what they've done so far. Maybe one more could be lined up in the month of October. But thank you, Nitish. Good luck with business. It's been a good run.